Alright guys, I am live. YouTube says I am live, so I must be live. The internet never lies, right? You ever heard that one before? Well, welcome to or welcome back. This is Hanging with Dave. What is this, episode 27? Episode 27. That means I've been doing this for a while. Just a few disclaimers to throw out there. I do drink me a cold Budweiser, so cheers to y'all. While I do the live stream. I am also a truck driver by trade, so I don't have the best language always. So you may hear a wordy dirt or a cuss word from time to time. I try to keep it to a minimum, but it does slip out every once in a while. I didn't really have much time this morning to look for any tech news that was going on, so we're just going to do a Q&A today. I'll be taking questions in chat as well. If you all have any questions for me or you need help with any kind of computer issues, I try to give you the best I can without actually having the system on hand to try to steer you in the right direction. And towards the end there, I got the gaming channel I'm starting. I'm going to start streaming to it come Monday, which we'll get into that more at the end here. But so I guess we need to jump into the Q&A here, and then we're going to go back down through the comments that's been left on the videos for the past week and see what everybody's saying about my videos or any questions they got and try to steer them in the right direction. Another disclaimer, if I butcher your name while I go through the comments, I'm sorry, I apologize. I ain't very good with the English language, let alone YouTube handles. So there is that. But yeah, I think that's pretty well all the disclaimers I got to throw out there for this week. Let me get you flipped over here to the desktop and the webcam here. There we go. And we'll go down through here and see what kind of comments was left. And if you have any questions for me, make sure you throw them over there in chat. And I'll be more than happy to try to answer them for you, or at least give you a good starting point on how to fix your issues. Alright, Quality Gaming 6 days ago. He commented on how to overclock your RAM on the Gigabyte B450M DS3H motherboard. I'm about to build a new PC. Should I overclock my memory and CPU before installing Windows 10? Lincoln Roberts came back a day later. He says, Quality Gaming. No, there's no point to that. Well, thank you, Lincoln, for helping out with answering the question. No, there really ain't much reason to do the overclocking before installing Windows 10. I usually install Windows 10 and then I do my overclocking. And the simple fact is, when you get into overclocking, you may run into instabilities and whatnot. So if you overclock your system and then you end up with unstable overclocks while you're installing Windows 10, you're going to have to start all over again. So I definitely don't recommend overclocking. Install your Windows 10, make sure everything's operating right, and then do your overclocking if you need to overclock, if you feel the need to overclock. Which overclocking your memory is one thing, because AMD, especially if you're looking at an AMD system, Ryzen does benefit a lot from higher memory frequency. CPU, depending on the cooling you got and the motherboard VRM that you have, a lot of times you're overclocking for AMD Ryzen, they'll be higher by themselves on all cores than what you can get with a manual overclock by my experience with Ryzen. But yeah, I definitely get Windows 10 installed, make sure it's good solid sound system before you go into overclocking it, because you don't want the instabilities before you install your Windows. But thanks for watching, thanks for the comment. Aspen Dixon's in chat. What's up, my man? Oh, enjoying another cold beer on a Saturday morning. Sitting here going through some comments and seeing what everybody thinks about my videos. How's it going, Aspen? I hope you're being safe out there and everything's going good on your side. Let's see here. 5 days ago, we have Russell Bantana. Bantana, I guess is the way you pronounce that. 5 days ago. That was on the EVGA GeForce RTX 2070 Super Black Gaming unboxing and overview. Hello, thanks for the video. I'm new to building long-time laptop gamer. I'm building my own PC finally, and this 2070s Black is the one that I'm considering. Can you run it without a backplate? I've never seen any builds or other without, so I don't want to get it if I need a backplate. No, you don't need a backplate on your video card. Some people say that it helps with getting rid of the heat and whatnot. That's questionable because there's no direct contact with the backplate in the back of anything that creates heat. You know, all that heat's taken away with the the cooler and the fans. Yeah, I mean, you can run it without backplate. I mean, the backplates on video cards is pretty well a cosmetic thing. It's just for the looks, you know, it makes your system look better. If you do have a backplate, that way you ain't seen that naked PVC or the PBB and you ain't seen all the little connectors and whatnot on the backplate. It's a cosmetic thing. You can run them fine without it. That is that is the cheapest RTX 2070 that's actually made besides the KO version of the EVGA came out. I think there was a couple other ones that's a little bit less money, but I trust EVGA. That's why I went with EVGA on that card. I've used the cords. I've been using the power supplies for years, and I've had no problem with any of the products before. But yeah, you can run without a backplate. You don't have to buy a backplate for it. You can buy a backplate for them if you'd like to, but you don't have to. I've been running mine now since I've had it installed, and I've had no problems with it. But thanks for watching, and thanks for the comment. We got Nick Fulton. He says how to update he commented on how to update the BIOS on the Gigabyte B450H DS3H motherboard. He says, thanks for the help, Dave. You're welcome. He even gave me a thumbs up, so thumb back to you. You're welcome. I'm glad that helped you out. That is a pretty popular video, and it seems to be helping a lot of people out. I'm glad I could help you. I'm glad you can get that BIOS updated and get it up to where you need it to be. And thanks for watching, and thanks for the comment. 5 days ago, which was edited, we got Zoo George on how to update the BIOS on the Gigabyte B450 DS3H motherboard. If I put the BIOS update in Windows setup, it's okay. I mean, on the USB, that'd be a good question. I actually have a USB that I just keep my Windows 10 install media on. So I'm not too sure on if you could actually put them both on one or not. Now I know whenever you put install Windows on one, it completely wipes the hard drive, the USB flash drive off. As far as adding your update, your BIOS update on top of that on the same flash drive, it may be possible. I've never tried. I really can't answer that. Like I said, I got a dedicated USB drive that I use for my Windows install, so I've never had to do that. Of course, I got plenty of USBs laying around. Sorry, I can't really help you with that question because I'm not really sure. I've never tried it. But thanks for watching, and thanks for the comment. Let's see here. Who else do we got here? Who's next on our hit list? Army Cat 64 4 days ago. How to build a gaming PC in the Fractal Design Focus G of 2019. So this is my first time building a PC. Any recommendations for a hard drive under 50 bucks? Mr. Branch came back. He replied to him, said under 50 bucks. It's going to be hard to find any that have a lot of storage. Your lowest option for at least 1 terabyte would even be one from Seagate. If you want performance, if you are looking for lowest price and don't care about the speed, you can check out ones from Western Digital. Cheers. Army Cat 64 came back and he says, thanks, I'll be sure to check it out. $50 for a hard drive, you should be able to get a halfway decent 1 terabyte hard drive. I know Seagate's kind of got a bad rap for the memory controllers on their hard drives going out from time to time, but I've used them several times in the past, several builds. I've built computers for several different people that's running Seagate drives and never had no problem with them. If you could come up with just a little bit more cash, I think they'd still be available. Seagate Barracudas, speaking of Seagate, they have a 2 terabyte hard drive. 2 terabyte hard drive. Yeah, Seagate Barracudas. It comes with 4 eggs out of 5 here on Newegg. You're looking at about $55 for 2 terabyte. If it's a gaming PC, 2 terabytes is going to be more than enough storage for you, depending on how big your gaming library is. But 2 terabytes is a good bit of storage. I mean, all my files and everything I do is on a 3 terabyte hard drive, and that's including all my videos and everything like that. And it'd be kind of hard to beat that. Like I said, you know, some people don't like Seagates. I mean, you know, 7200 RPM hard drive, 7200 RPMs at 7200 RPMs. Now, some people say they're slow compared to others. As far as I know, 7200 RPM is 7200 RPM. Yeah, and I've never had no problem with any of the builds. So if you can come up with an extra $5 or $6, you're looking at 5, 8, about another $10 for that one. You know, I would go with that. Let's see if there's anything less. And that's, of course, that's for 2 terabytes. I mean, you want to go with a 1 terabyte. There's plenty of options in 1 terabyte hard drives for under the under the $50 price range, or it used to be, anyways. Right now, with the way prices is right now, they're getting pretty used up, and like everything else, prices are starting to go up. So let's see here. Let's see what we can find for you. Let's see here. HGST. A lot of people don't like them, but you look at their failure rate compared to most, and they're actually a pretty good hard drive. I mean, you can get a 1 terabyte for $30. There's your Seagate Barracudas, Seagate video for 1 terabyte. You know, and most of these lower end ones is going to be for NAS, but you can use them for your regular computer as well. You know, so you can get 1 terabyte for $35, $40. I just look at the reviews on them. I do like my Western Digitals. I use Seagates. You know, a lot of people don't like them. I have no problems with using Seagate. I've used them in a lot of builds. But if you could round up another $10 or so, I'd probably do the 2 terabyte. That way you got plenty of storage, and it would stop you from having to upgrade so soon in the near future. You know, you have extra storage. Let's see here. I don't know what his name is. You don't have a name. You just got a period. 4 days ago. Ryzen 3 3100 and 3300X versus Ryzen 5 1600AF performance. Now these guys, I don't know. I've got several comments like this that says you want to be friends. I don't know what you mean by wanting to be friends on YouTube, but sure, why not? I'm a friendly kind of guy. I can be friends with you. Anybody know what these guys are? I don't know. It seems like some kind of scam or something, but I don't see how it could be a scam either. But okay, you want to be friends? Let's be friends. I'm kosher with that, I guess. Uh, who else we got here? We have Robin 4 days ago. How to overclock your RAM on the Gigabyte B450 DS3H motherboard. Finally, a nice video with a detailed step on how to overclock RAM. I overclocked mine 16 gigabyte HyperX from 2666 to 2933 megahertz at 1.38 volts. Easy to follow and is stable. Thank you, sir. Well, thank you for watching and thanks for the comment. I'm glad you get that memory up to that faster speed. I'm assuming you're running an AMD system, and AMD does like to have faster memory, so hopefully it gave you the performance boost that you was looking for. Thanks for the comment, and thanks for the watching. Excuse me, guys. Let's see who else we got. 2 days ago, it was edited. Don UD Freya? Guess the way you pronounce that. Sorry, I know I butchered that. Didn't mean to butcher it so bad, but I did. How to update the B450 DS3H motherboard BIOS for the Ryzen 3000 CPUs. Thanks, sir, for the info. By the way, I have the same motherboard, and I get a Ryzen 5 3600, and it's already upgraded to the latest version using my 2000 series. But the question is, if I remove the little battery of the motherboard for 30 seconds or more to make factory reset and replace it, does that mean the new BIOS is gone, removed, and I need 2000 series processor one more time to do the upgrade to 3000 series, or no? Thanks, sir, and sorry for the long question. Just want to clarify all the situation. No, you're talking about resetting your BIOS. That don't change what BIOS you're on. Whenever you pull the CMOS battery, that's what you're talking about, the CMOS battery. Once you pull that battery out, you drain all the energy out of the motherboard by continuously hitting your power button with the computer unplugged. It knocks all the settings back in your BIOS back to factory settings. It's pretty handy for like when you're overclocking your CPU, when you're overclocking your RAM. And you get it so high to where it hard locks your computer. That's a good way to bring it back to life. But no, that won't change. If you got your BIOS already up to the version you need, it don't change which BIOS is on the motherboard. All it does is reset the settings in the BIOS. So even if you go up to 3600, you need to pull that battery out to reset your BIOS. You should still be good. It shouldn't take it back to the latest version. You should be good on that one. But thanks for watching and thanks for the comment. Bobbin Chico 2 days ago on the EVGA GeForce 2070 Super Black Gaming unboxing and overview. No backplate. Sad face. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no backplate on that one. Of course, that's one of the ways that they keep the price down on it. Like I said earlier, that's one of the cheaper models of the 2070 Super. So, you gotta cut corners someplace. They cut off the RGBs, they cut off the backplate. It kind of makes it a little bit more affordable, which that really ain't affordable. I mean, you can build a whole 1080p gaming system for the price I paid for that thing. But still yet, that's the way they kind of cut the prices and kind of keep it kind of competitive. If you watch any of my videos and build videos, I'll go for performance. The way the machine looks is second nature to me, unless I'm trying to sell it. If it's for my personal use or if it's for somebody else, unless they say that they want RGB, unless they say they want a tempered glass up there, I shoot for all performance. Because to me, that's what you're actually wanting, is the performance. You're not wanting the looks of it. So yeah, that card don't have a back plate on it. It's unfortunate, especially for the price I paid for it, but Yeah, there's no back plate on it. But thanks for watching and thanks for the comment. Let's see here. We got Alex streams games 2 days ago. How to update the B450 DS3H motherboard BIOS for Ryzen 3000 CPUs. He says, awesome help, man. Thank you. Subbed. Well, thank you for subbing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the comment. I'm glad it helped you out, and I'm glad it could get the job done for you. I'm hoping that 3000 series processor is running good for you. Thank you. Well, thank you for watching, and thank you for the comment. Let's see. 1 day ago, we have Vestimel my ass. Okay. How to overclock the Ryzen 5 2400G on the Gigabyte B450 DS3H port 3. Can I overclock my Ryzen 5 2600 with the Gigabyte B450M S2H? I had a question about that motherboard there a couple weeks back about that S2H. That is from a foreign country. It's from Israel, I believe, is where they said they'd have to ship it from. The B450M chipset, the B450 chipset should be the same across the board. So I'm gonna say, yeah, you can overclock your 2600 with that S2H motherboard. I don't see why not. The B450, it's the chipset itself which controls the overclocking. So I think you'd be alright overclocking your Ryzen 5 2600 with that S2H motherboard. Thanks for watching and thanks for the comment. Let's see here. Reskitchy, I guess is the way you pronounce that. 1 day ago. How to update the Asus BIOS, Asus Prime X470 Pro. He says, thank you so much. Well, you're welcome so much. I hope the video helped you out and you're able to get that BIOS updated. I know it gives you pretty good performance if you, depending on what version you started out on and what you updated to, it gives you pretty good performance on your booster, on your CPU, actually. I hope apparently it worked good for you. I'm glad I could help you, and I'm glad it did what it needed to do for you. Let's see here. Daniel Alberto Camacho Contrasts, I guess, 1 day ago. Sorry, I know I butchered that name as well. How to overclock your Ryzen 5 2400G on the Gigabyte B450 MDS3H. I have the same motherboard in a Ryzen 7 2700X with the cooler stock. How much voltage should I put for a 3.6 gigahertz frequency and be safe and stable? You're talking about voltage for getting to a certain point on your gigahertz on your CPU. AMD recommends you can go up to 1.45. I think they recommend. AMD Ryzen Master actually lets you go up to 1.5 volts. I'd start out to 1.4 volts or something like that and see if you can hit that 3.6. And then I'd just keep dialing back that voltage until you can still run 3.6 until it crashes. Because even if you put a 1.46 volts or 1.4 volts, 1.5 volts in there, whatever you put into that, it ain't going to use more voltage than what it needs to be able to hit the frequency you set it at. Now, if you set it at if you set it at 3.6 gigahertz, and you put the voltage up to say 1.5 volts, it ain't going to use more voltage than what it needs to hit that 3.6 because you set the core clock at a certain speed. Then, so if you put in there 1.45 like AMD recommends, you may see that it's still only pulling, 1.2 volts, 1.3 volts. Again, that depends on your CPU, and it depends on the capacitors on your motherboard. Even if you got the B450 MDS3H motherboard, it's the luck of the draw, just like the CPUs. You know, some of them has better capacitors than other ones and whatnot. My safe bet, you know, and I don't like running them budget or cheaper motherboards at the max volts that they say to run them at. I try about 1.35 volts, and if you can still get the 3.6 gigahertz out of it, you know, maybe dial it back until it starts crashing on you, and then kick it up a little bit. That'd be my recommendation on that, because them cheaper motherboards, you really don't want to send more voltage through them than what you want, than what you have to, because of the capacitors. That's how they save some of the money. That's how they're a cheaper motherboard, because they don't put as much, the quality of the parts ain't quite as good. But thanks for watching. Thanks for the comment. I hope I didn't confuse you much more, which I probably did with that one. Let's see here. One day ago, we got Not Luke. How to overclock your RAM on the Gigabyte B450M DS3H motherboard. Thanks so much. When I used the default XMP, I kept an error telling me to restart. I did it manually and went from 2133 to 3100. Thanks a lot. Well, you're welcome a lot. I'm glad it helped you out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Apparently it showed you how to fix your issue, so I'm glad of that. I'm glad I could help you. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the comment. Let's see, what else do we got here? Yeti just ate a dog, but it's actually alive. But you may want to reconsider that YouTube name. But anyways, he commented on how to choose RAM for your AMD Ryzen gaming computer. Exactly what I needed to know. Nice video. Well, thank you. I'm glad I helped you out. I'm hoping you picked the right RAM for that AMD system. AMD is still pretty picky about the RAM that they use, or what they'll let you use, and what kind of frequency you run at it. I think that video is still pretty relevant, pretty current to today. Even with Ryzen 3000, they ain't as picky as first or second Ryzen, but they're still a little picky on the memory. But thank you for watching. Thanks for the comment. I'm glad the video did what I needed it to do, and that was to get you to pick that right RAM. And it looks like that's about all of the comments I got for today. Is there anybody in chat that got any comments or questions for me? Here, let's do a little bit of self-promotion for the channel. Looks like we got a couple viewers still connected. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for watching. If there ain't any more questions, I guess I'll get into some of what's going on here with the channel. I got a video done today. It's coming up. It's 5 reasons why not to build a computer right now, which I kind of questioned on doing this one, because it's pretty, I don't want to say it. Some people say you should still build a computer today. Some people say you shouldn't build a computer today. To me, you shouldn't, because of the prices and whatnot, which the video's coming out. I'm going to have it published on Monday instead of, I'm normally Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This week it's going out on Monday. There's a little bit of information in there that may vary, or you may find out the information before you see the video. So I'm going to have it published today earlier. But if you're looking to build a computer right now, it's hard for me to approve it. I mean, it's for me to say go ahead and build a computer right now with the way everything's going. It's pretty hard for me to say yeah, because I am I'm focused on budget, and right now just ain't really the time to build one if you want a tight budget. But that video will be coming out there on Monday. Like I said, I know that's And it's a day early from what my regular content does, but I want to get it out there before the information drops on Intel 10th gen, before they start running their benchmarks and whatnot on it. So I want to put it out there. Aspen Dixon, new Ryzen APU looks good. Your thoughts? New Ryzen APU. You talking about which new Ryzen APU you talking about? The 3400? Or are you talking about the 4000 series that's going to be coming out? Because the 3400 was the latest one that I knew that they actually came out with. Let me see here. AMD newest APU. AMD Ryzen 7 4700G 8-core APU spotted. This could be launched soon. AMD Ryzen 7 4700G, the new 8-core APU. I never even seen that one yet. 4000 desktop ones. I haven't even seen that one. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. There we go. Talking about the AMD Ryzen 7 4700G. It's an 8-core 8 APU spotted and could be launched soon. Actually, I don't have much of an opinion on it. I didn't even know it existed. I've been pretty busy with getting stuff done around the house, and I haven't really had a whole lot of time to put into the tech or seeing what's what. Let's see here. AMD Ryzen 4000 desktop APU surfaces. Tom's Hardwell's even talking about it. That's for the mobiles. I'm sorry, bud. I don't have much of a take on it. I haven't really got to look into them. I didn't even know anybody put anything out on it. That's from what, Tech Trader? Yeah, there seems to be an alright source on the information. I mean, it's 8-core APU. As per previous speculation, the Ryzen 7 4700G will run 8-core, 16 threads, doubling up compared to the quad-core Ryzen 3400 from AMD, existing range from 3000 desktop APU. It also experienced to have a base clock of 3.6, plus Radeon Vega integrated graphics with 8 compute units, clocked at 2100 megahertz. I'll get out of here. We've seen no less than 3 separate leaks pop from 4700G this week. Now we have the latest spillage on the. Is it worth not that the price of the 4700G has the same OPN ordering port number as the 8-core APU presented in the profile detail. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy, but I really don't have a take on that. Like I said, that's the first time I even looked through the article of it. I mean, if it's an 8-core 16 thread or an 8-core 8-thread processor and it's got Vega graphics on it, it should be pretty good, I guess. I don't have much of a take on it. So far, I haven't seen no place where it's supposed to have a release date on it. That'd be definitely something to keep your eye open for, especially if it's 8 cores. That's that's kind of interesting. AMD and Intel have taken different paths with their Matsushi and Comet Lake S series. AMD decided not to integrate graphics in the mainstream CPUs. That has the simple of the lineup and allowed AMD to focus on the entry-level Zen design. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I may have to do a follow-up on that one, because like I said, I didn't even know they had one coming out. Yeah, let's have that lower thirds for a while. Yeah, I really don't have a take on them. Like I said, I didn't even know they even existed or they was coming out with anything like that. It's pretty interesting. I may have to take a look into them and see what they're all about. Thank you, Aspen, for pointing that out to me. 8 cores and 22,000 megahertz graphics clock. If it's 8 cores and 2,000 megahertz graphics clock, it ought to be a pretty good APU for them. It should be pretty good. Yeah, right now I really don't have an opinion on them because I didn't even know they existed. I'll have to look into them and see what I think of them, though. Maybe I'll do a dedicated video on one of those. Of course, it is a rumor, but rumors are rumors. But maybe I'll take a look into them. And see what I think of them. 8 cores with an APU. That's pretty good. But anyways, thank you for bringing that to my attention, Aspen. Appreciate that. All right, bud. But a little bit of update on the channel. I did separate the gaming from the tech stuff. Starting Monday, I'm going to try. I'm going to see how it works out. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to start streaming to the new gaming channel. It's Davestechway Gaming. There's a link in the description below if you'd like to come over and check it out. Why I decided to separate the two was because I know most people that's on this channel really ain't much into the gaming scene or don't seem to be. So I separated the two apart. I'm hoping it don't interfere with my upload schedule for this channel, which I want to apologize for last week. I know I've only had one video up last week, and I normally do 2 to 3 a week. I've got some big projects going on here around the house and whatnot, and they kind of cut into my time. I'm going to try to do better next week. I've got one video up. It's already uploaded. It's coming out on Monday. But there's a link in the description below if you want to come over and watch me die in Borderlands 3, which will be what I'll be doing come Monday. I'm going to be in a new channel. I'm going to also be on Twitch. The Twitch is going to be just Davestechway. They won't let me change the name to it. So it's going to be under Davestechway on Twitch. But I think that was my best option, is to separate the gaming from the tech side of things. If I have to, I'll change, before I cut back on what I do on this channel, I'll cut back on that channel if I have to, depending on time-wise. Because I definitely still want this channel to grow. It's been growing at a pretty good rate. I like to see it continue, but of course with COVID-19, everybody's locked inside, so I think that's why the channel's been doing so good. But I'm not gonna let the gaming channel interfere with what I got going on with this channel. Let's hear Volcano Dragon. Hello. Hello back to you, Volcano Dragon. How you doing, buddy? Glad you joined me today. I hope you're doing well on this Saturday. What is it? Late morning, early afternoon Saturday? I just subscribed because I once saw a video of you. Well, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I'm glad you joined the community. I'm taking that you liked the video that you did see. I want to thank you for that. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Welcome into the live stream. But like I say, the community is growing pretty good. It's getting up there. We've got some people coming back and answering some of the questions in the chat and whatnot, which I enjoy watching. I enjoy you guys trying to help each other out. I only do these Q&As and I only type back to the comments once a week, and I answer them here on the live show, and then usually Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, I try to get back and type back to all of them. So, if they don't watch the live stream, they may have to wait an extra day or two to be able to actually get the answers they was looking for. But yeah, as far as the gaming channel goes, like I said, if it gets to be too much for me and I can't handle it with the upload schedule of this channel plus the gaming, I will be cutting back on the gaming side of it, because this channel is my main channel. This channel is my main focus. What I do here, I like helping people out. I like answering questions the best that I can. Of course, without having the systems in my hand, it's kind of hard for me to do some of this diagnostic stuff, but I can give you a good starting point on how to diagnose your problems. Denny Moore, did you fill out a JSA for this video? Yes, I did. There. There's something wrote on that notepad. There we go. There's my JSA. Very good, huh, Denny? How you been, Denny? Haven't talked to you for a while, buddy. Of course, you mixed Budweiser in with JSA, and they don't go in too good together. But yeah, I got the other gaming channel coming up. I ain't gonna let it interfere with this one. This is my main baby right now. I'm still trying to grow this one. But that's kind of my idea for that's kind of my idea for what I'm going to do with the gaming side of things. Well, thank you for the sub there, Denny. I hope you like tech, buddy, because that's pretty well what it's based around. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for being here today. Glad you could join me in chat. Appreciate it. Sorry, Denny, but you came in a little late, buddy. I'm about ready to wrap things up here for the day. I do have my grass I started cutting this morning, and I got my weed eating starting this morning, which I need to get finished up for the day. Also, got some big major projects coming up, which I probably won't be here next week. I'm just giving you guys a little heads up. I won't be here next Saturday for the live stream. The weather's going to be nice in my area, and I got some pretty big projects going on around the house that I need to get done up while the weather's nice. So next weekend I probably won't be here. Just to give you a little heads up on that. But I want to thank you guys that joined me here on Saturday morning, and I hope you're enjoying your weekend. I hope everybody's safe out there in the middle of this pandemic that's going on. Keep it safe out there, guys. And If you like this content, make sure you give me thumbs up. If not, give me thumbs down. There's that comment section. I'll go through them. Well, not next week because I'm taking next week off from this live stream, but the following week I'll be back with them. And I will be typing into the comments to come in next week, even though I can't do the live stream next week, but I'll still be typing back to them and answering any questions that come in through the comments. Make sure you hit that little lonely subscribe button down there, turn that notification bell on. That way you know you get notified next time I go live or I put out a video here on YouTube. And with all that being said, you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video or live stream.